All right, guys, so today I bought a truck. Now, which truck did I buy? Well, we're gonna find out. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. Hey guys, good morning. So it's a Saturday morning here in January 2022, and I think I want to get a pickup truck. I actually was looking at pickup trucks a couple years ago, and instead I bought a Ford Edge, but I want to look at pickup trucks, used ones. We have a couple here to look at. I'm going to go over today to Sam Galloway Ford. So we first have a 2014 F-150. It's high miles, 212,000 miles, 10 grand. It's got the 3.7 V6. So this may be something that we want to get. Sorry to most of you guys, I refuse to pay like $50,000 for a new truck. So I remember when Fords were like $99.95. So, but Sam Galloway is where I've bought the last couple vehicles of mine. My Mustang, my Ford Edge, and everything. So that is where we're going to go today. There's also another truck here. All right, here's another one. I think this is the one we're going to go look at, although it's a 2013 Ford F-150 Xlt. Although this is showing, it says 4-door Super Crew. This is not a 4-door Super Crew, but tuxedo black, that's blue. But I think we can go and look at this. It's 19,000. My goal is to stay under 20,000. So we can go check this one out as well. So there's two of them there that I want to look at. Just found a 2016 Ford F-150 V8 standard cab, and it's got high miles on it, but it's only 9,900. So maybe we'll get that one. So we'll figure out which one. And it's 8:30 this morning on a Saturday, so we're gonna go over, see what we can do. Anyway, let's check that out. Let's see what we can do. And I just wanted to kind of tell you about finditparts.com, and they are a company that has like heavy-duty truck parts for your trailers and stuff. So if any of you guys are looking for parts for your trailer, for your trucks, for your tow vehicles, for car trailers, box trailers, whatever, I put a link below. If you want to contact them, they've got a whole ton of stuff. I mean, a whole ton of stuff. So if you want to contact them, I put a link below. Click on the link and go check out what they have. They do everything heavy duty trailers, car trailers, box trailers, everything, and also parts for every part you need for your truck. So for your heavy duty truck. All right, guys, so we are heading to the Ford dealer this morning. It's a rainy day, but we're gonna head over to the Ford dealer close by where I bought my other two, and we hopefully will be coming home with a pickup truck. Now, there are 3 used trucks, because I'm not buying a new pickup truck. For you guys that buy new pickup trucks, more power to you. It's just, I don't even like buying new cars, to be honest with you, but I need a pickup truck that can pull a trailer. And as you can see, other than April, nobody sits in the back of this vehicle, which we actually bought 3 years ago because they didn't have any pickup trucks that I wanted to purchase. But there's 3 distinct possibility trucks there right now. And so what we're going to do is head over there. It's a rainy January day here in South Florida. That's why people are wearing shorts, even though it's rainy in January. And we're going to pick out one of the trucks. And the only thing sometimes is when you go to buy a used truck, you really, mileage doesn't scare me. Most trucks nowadays, if they're taken care of, will last well into 200 to 300,000 miles, especially Fords. And the other thing is that this dealer offers a, and I'm sure other ones do, and maybe it's just Ford, but this dealer offers a lifetime warranty on your engine and transmission, as long as they do all the servicing, which they've done on all my vehicles, and they've always been more than fair on vehicles that I bought from here and that my family has bought from here, because my parents have also bought vehicles from this dealership. Anyway, so we're gonna go over, check out two our standard cabs, which I kind of wanted something with a back seat, but realistically 90% of the time the only one in the vehicle is me, and after that usually I only have one passenger. So we're going to go and look at first a 4-door truck, but then I got to sit there and think, is the $10,000 worth having a back seat at my age? I mean, I don't have kids. I'm not going to have kids. I'm 55. So that's kind of what I have to look at, is that. The other thing I'm not sure of, and you guys, is having twin turbos in a truck. Now, I love twin turbos on a Corvette, a Mustang, a muscle car, any kind of cool ride. Yeah, obviously that's a cool thing to do because you're not driving it every day. But twin turbos in a truck that I'm probably going to be putting some miles on, and I'm not going to be towing too much, but occasionally a car trailer, is that an issue? You know, I don't want to, because when you blow a turbo, you're talking a couple grand to fix. Anyway, so that's what we're looking at. As you can see, it is a rainy, yucky day out, which is fine by me because I didn't have any other plans. And so we are heading over and we will go take a look at the trucks and see which one is the best deal for me. And that's the thing, is it the best deal for me? It could not, maybe it's not the best deal for me. Maybe you have small kids, maybe you ride, you know, there's like 6 or 7 of you guys that drive around all the time. Maybe you go 4-wheeling all the time. I don't. I owned a 4-wheel drive truck from 2004 till 2011, and I engaged the 4-wheel drive twice. So anyway, so come with me and let's see what we can find. Hopefully at the end of the day, we'll be making the end of this video driving a truck home. All right, here we go. All right, so here's the dealership we're going to, which is Sam Galloway Ford. It's one of the oldest dealers, I think, in the country. And we actually have in our town down here in Fort Myers, you have Fort Myers, we have the Edison home right next to the Ford home, which is where Henry Ford lived. So, and this I think has been around since like 1922 or something. So it was actually one of the original Ford dealers. It's been here for generations and generations. So I have a 9:30 appointment, and we will see what trucks are available. So like I said, I came onto the website and I saw one, which was the black one, which did not have a picture, and then there's a black one and there's 2 white ones. So we will come down here and look at this truck. So here we are. Okay. Hey guys. guys. So we're just waiting. It's Saturday morning. It's kind of a rainy day. There's one of those really cool Broncos, which, you know, if I was going to get another one, because I mean, I owned one years ago. I mean, but I owned an old, well, actually I've owned, what, a 78, an 84, an 85. And then the other one I had was a 73, which was kind of like that body style. That's like the new body style to look like the old one. But I love the convertible ones. They're very cool, but it's just not what I can do in my life right now. So we're not going to do that. As far as having a convertible old Jeep, stuff like that, if I'm going to get one, I'll just get an old Jeep or something.
Before he gets busy, he'll build it.
So this is a 1926 Model T Roadster pickup. And these guys have, because they were, they've been a dealership for so long, they actually have a private collection in a private building outside of the dealership. Anyway, but this is a 26 Model T Roadster. We're going to look at this. They're going to get the car. It's one of those weird things where they're detailing it even though it's raining, because that's just how they are. So they're very cool. This has wooden wheels. Check out the wooden wheels. But this is like one of the very first pickup trucks. So very nice. It's got the wood wheels, all black, because you could get Ford. You get a Model T in any color as long as it was black at the time. So very, very cool. Crank start. And then this is a 1906 Model N, 115 years old. Well, more than that. Let's see. Front engine car, 4-cylinder engine, 15 whole horsepower. So drove straight axle. It drove the rear wheels via a long drive shaft. This was the first American car to use vanadium steel. I don't know what that is. Only 7,000 cars were made, or actually 7,000 cars were made before production ended in 1908. So, kind of reminds you of like the horse and buggy. It's almost a horse and buggy just with an engine in the front. Look at all the brass. Look at it. Even the steering column is brass. That is cool. And it's got the lights. Now this has LED lights in it. I guess you put LEDs to drive it, but if you look, those are actual lanterns where you could put candles, and I'm assuming the front ones here also had candles in them because you could open them up. So I would assume it was candlelight. Now somebody put some LEDs in there. Really cool. And then look at this Woody wagon, a 1928 Model A Woody station wagon. So this came with either rumble seat, Roadster, or cab, or the Woody. And this had a top speed of 65 miles an hour, which was 20 miles an hour over the Model T. So 1928 Model A. And look at that. And yeah, there's no windows, and the doors are just little pieces of wood, but it has a roof. And you got to remember, back in that day, most people had horses. So they were traveling with horses. So while it doesn't have windows, and there was no plastic at that time, still, this would have been better than riding a horse. Even in the rain, it would have been better than riding a horse, and they probably could have put cloth down. And I'm sure that there was people that, you know, stapled cloth or canvas down along the sides when it was raining or snowing. I mean, it just makes sense that you would. Just take some screws, put some screws in the wood, put some canvas down, and then roll the canvas up when you were done. Anyway, so there's some cool stuff to look at here. And then somebody must have traded in. I think is this a Celine? Let's see. Somebody traded in, because this is actually on the website here to sell. But that's the cool thing with this dealership. This dealership sold Foose. They sold all kinds of stuff that's Mustang. So this is a McLaren. Okay, so this is a McLaren Mustang. What year? 88? Let's see. 87. So this is an 87 McLaren. And it's for sale. Oh, I see McLaren. It's a strange back seat. It's almost like it doesn't have a back seat. I don't know, is that, if you guys have a convertible of this Fox body, is that what the back seat of a convertible Fox body looks like?
That's your first assessment.
So.
The wholesale. Will be right back. All right, we got to take off. We're going to get you an option. Sir, I think you don't want to go
Okay.
Black Subaru. What's that? The Black Subaru. Can't do that. Can't do that. I got a park on the straight line.
So this looks like it has air conditioning. It's an automatic, but very cool. Very good condition. So, pretty neat. And then over here, this is a 1928 Model A convertible Phaeton. I love the way Phaetons look. Phaetons to me are, if I was gonna have one of these older antique type cars, it definitely would be a Phaeton. I love the body styles. I like the color on this too. Look at the dashboard though. I mean, it doesn't even have a speedometer. I guess they must not have had speed limits back then. Maybe they did, I don't know, but there's no speedometer here. There's just a key and fuel, and I think it looks like a compass. And there's your trunk, because trunks were trunks back then. They weren't part of the car, they were just a trunk. So very cool. Anyway, so 1908 Model A convertible. This was the first Ford to use the standard set of driver's controls with a clutch and brake pedals, throttle, and gear shift. Previous Fords used controls that had become uncommon to drivers of other makes. So the fuel tank was situated in the cowl between the engine firewall and the dash panel, so it had a visual fuel gauge. So the fuel tank is right here. So you have your engine, your fuel tank, and then the gauge is right there. So you're actually looking at a visual fuel gauge for your fuel. So look at this, the mirror. Mirrors on the spare tire. Anyway, like I said, it's pretty cool. They got some nice things here. But we're gonna wait for the truck to come up, and that should be in about 10-15 minutes. So I'll get back to you when they bring the truck up. First, and hopefully this is the truck we get. So it's got twin turbos, which you guys know I don't care about turbos, but it's a nice truck. It's got a tonneau cover, everything else. So we'll go ahead and get inside. Oh, let me unlock and turn radio. So we're gonna just take a quick ride, test drive it. As I said, these guys I bought cars from, they always give you a good car. If it's not good, they're not gonna sell it. So we will drive it here shortly, and then when we come back, I'll do a walk around on it, because the salesman here, Jack, he doesn't want to be on camera. So he's in the witness protection program or something. So anyway, all right, we're gonna go take a test ride. I'll talk about it when we come back.
That's it.
Oh, this one? Okay. Oh, and there you go. All right, so guys, here's the interior on this. It even has a 12-volt plug. So you got plug, you got air conditioning, and it's got cloth seats that fold up. It's got a tonneau cover on it, the FX2 Sport. So let's look inside the bed. It's got a bed cover. I don't think this has ever actually been used. Doesn't look it. Tow package. Split rear window. Just needs a little cleanup. So, not a big fan of the black stuff down here, but hey, you know what? So anyway, so I think this is a nice truck. So this is choice number one. We're gonna go see if we can get this and take it home. So I kind of like it. What do you guys think? So, anybody out there have one of these FX2s, F-150 EcoBoost dual things? Let me know. So anyway, and I mean, there's no rust or nothing under here. So, this thing was well maintained. All right, we're gonna go and try and get it, and that's where we're headed next. So I'll talk to you guys probably in about 5 hours. All right, guys, so we've been here for about 40 minutes. We took the test drive. Truck ran great. Everything seemed to work the way it was supposed to. So then, you know, you come back here. First thing you got to do is make sure you have your insurance card, make sure you have your registration. For some reason, I didn't have my registration, so because I had emptied the car out this morning, just making sure that I didn't have anything here that I needed to leave in the car. So while they have that, we already negotiated the price, we negotiated the payments on this, negotiated what my trade-in value was going to be, and everybody's pretty happy, pretty fair. So now comes the long wait, and if you've never bought a car at a car dealership, the reason it's a long wait is because you have to basically, the car has to be touched by about 6 or 7 different people, from managers to salespeople to title people to the people that file stuff to finance. Then you're going to have to call your insurance company, then you have to transfer your tags, because I have tags on my, which are handicap tags, so I can't just get new tags. I have to be able to transfer my handicap tags. So that's where we're at. Whenever you come to a car dealership, be prepared for 5 or 6 hours, maybe a whole day, just depending. Today's Saturday, so I don't know what we'll do, what's open, what's not. So, and I don't do the drop purchase where I leave my car and they say, okay, we'll get all this stuff done. I'd rather it just all get done in one day, and then call me when the paperwork's done and the financing is done and everything else. So that's where we're at right now. We're just kind of hanging out while they do their thing in the office, and this is the long wait. So if you've never bought a car in a dealership, this is just how it goes. I think last time it took 7 hours. It really shouldn't take that, but right now, the way with COVID and everything, it's going to take a while, because you're also depending on other people getting back to you or getting through. I mean, just think of how, if you were calling your car insurance just to put a new car on, that takes an hour. So yeah, anyway, that's what we're doing, and we'll let you know where we're at next. All right, we're back, and we are at we've only been here not even an hour and a half yet, so we're going pretty good. So they took the truck back to, because it's raining, to get it all cleaned and finished and all that stuff. Just got done all the finance paperwork, all the applications. Let me tell you some stuff you should bring. So you need to have your driver's license, you need to have your insurance information, like I had my Geico stuff. You need to have your registration for your car. Make sure you have bank information. Best thing with me was my bank information. I brought my checkbooks for both bank accounts. Where you live, whether you pay a mortgage or not, have that information. You're going to need that. Phone number as well, and who you pay your rent or mortgage to. Also, you're going to need at least 5 years worth of who you work for. Now, I brought my contract with who I work for, because I have a annual contract with them. I also brought 3 W-2s from the last 3 years, so people can check that out. I contacted early before I got here. I went on to the Capital One, actually, who is handled my previous financing, and I went ahead and got my payoff figure, and they have a letter they'll send to a dealer, so you can actually request that. I sent it right to my salesman this morning before I got here, so he had that. Let's see, what else? I have pay stubs and W-2s, like I said, just to show people what you make. And so if you have all that, plus your social security card, and you should be fine. It took maybe 10 minutes to do the paperwork for me to do my end. Now it goes over and it goes to financing. So we're just on hold, because there's usually only 1 or 2 finance people here, and there's a bunch of people buying cars, so I'll just wait my turn, and then we'll call my insurance company. So make sure you have your insurance card, make sure you have the phone number and your policy number so you can call and add the new vehicle. So that's where we're at right now, and I'm just kind of hanging out in the showroom in a nice comfy chair and just waiting for finance to come over. So that's where we're at. We haven't been here that long. It's been going super smooth. Highly recommend. And also, by the way, if we look over there and we see that the truck we looked at earlier, that antique Ford with all the brass on it, from what I'm told, if you see a big Ford sign over there, the one hanging from the ceiling, that was the original Ford sign for this dealership back in the 1920s or 10s, and they actually have a picture of that car under that Ford sign back in the day, because that car actually was titled to Henry Ford. As I said, Henry Ford used to live here. So one of the managers came over and told me that that was actually Henry Ford's car with a title on it, and they actually still have a copy of the title. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, we're just gonna sit here, and let's see what time we got here, about 9:25. They took a while to get the truck and all here. It's now 10:50. So 9:50, 9:25, 10:25. So we've been here under an hour and a half, and we'll just wait our turn, and then I'll get back and tell you where we are or what we're doing. So stay tuned, guys. If you've never bought a car in a dealership, this is what it's like. All right, guys, so here's the deal. The vehicle that I wanted had a little bit too high mileage for the banks that we use to be interested in financing in a way that I wanted to finance. So now what we're doing is we're kind of searching a lot for something that may work for me. And these guys, we know we can get the financing on some things, so we're just gonna go look around and see what we can see. So, but as you guys know, right now cars are scarce, and it's kind of difficult to find something. So we're just gonna look, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit, see what we came up with, if anything. So it will not be a Hyundai, I can tell you that much. All right, guys, so the truck we wanted, too high miles on it. Then I thought maybe this one, and there's this one here, and that's too high miles. You know, they want, and that's fine, because you know there's going to be people that are going to put a lot of cash down, but I don't want to put a lot of cash down. Of course, I like the Mavericks. Here's a Maverick, there's a white Maverick, but the thing with Mavericks are you can't find them. These are all sold. So, and then I was looking at maybe a used Tundra over here, but a used Tundra is the same price. If I'm gonna, or Nissan, if I'm gonna look at that Nissan Frontier, that's the same price as a brand new Ford Ranger, and I could just get a Ford Ranger. So let's we're gonna try and figure out, we're walking around trying to figure out what we want, but we'll get something here hopefully. But if not today, we'll get it another day, but hopefully today. All right, guys, so at this point it's not a financing holdup, it's a available vehicle holdup. Because I was thinking, okay, I'll get a brand new Ranger, but they can't sell the Rangers because there's some kind of safety belt stoppage for selling Rangers right now, which they won't have the parts for 30 days or more. Can't get a Maverick, there's no Mavericks available. I'm not paying $50,000 for a new truck. Just kind of, so they're trying to figure out what they have in inventory, if anything, that will work. So I'm open to a lot of stuff. I don't care about color, I don't care about anything other than it has a tow hitch that can tow something, and I would like it to have a back seat of some kind. So we're gonna keep working on this. and then we'll try to figure it out. So we're working on it, guys. But this is the kind of thing, you know, you have to be open-minded. Sometimes the vehicle, I like that vehicle, but the bank doesn't, because it had over 150,000 miles on it. Even though those trucks will last for 300,000, it's still, you know, the bank doesn't want to pay what right now vehicles are worth. Because right now vehicle pricing is going up a lot faster than the vehicle value to a bank. So you got to remember, like, a bank right now is using older values. Not necessarily, there's a lag time between what their value is and what actually stuff's being sold. So they're not really looking at the inflation right now for the loans. So that's where the difficulty is. Now, could I put out a couple $1,000s and get this? Yeah, but if I'm going to put out a couple $1,000s, then I may just go get an older vehicle that only costs, you know, if I'm going to put $2,500 up, then I can go get an older truck that's maybe only $5,000 or $6,000 off a private individual. So that's where I gotta, that's the thing. So we're still here, we're still looking. Like I said, I looked at new Ranger is only 27,000, so that wouldn't be a bad deal. Mavericks are only 23,000, but there is no Mavericks to be found. But we can't get the new Ranger because the Rangers aren't available, because they're on a parts hold. All the Rangers, I guess, nationwide. So we're trying to figure out what's in the inventory, what we could get, and we'll figure it out here. We'll try figuring it out. All right, well, I'll get back to you. Hey guys, so I'm over here now at Auto Nation trying to purchase a truck, and I gave them the keys to my truck, which I think I told you before about the sunroof issue. Anyway, I told them not to open it. Now they opened it. Now it's jammed open, so it looks like I'm trying to buy a pickup truck here because we can't get it closed. So hopefully we'll be able to get a deal, because I can't get my roof closed now. So hopefully we can do the right thing and get it done. Alright guys, so we just did another filling out of financial loan papers. So we'll sit here and see if we can get into something, or else I got to take my truck over and get the roof fixed. I guess Ford didn't really fix it the last time, or maybe they did, I don't know, and then just something goes wrong with these. But we're looking at two different Nissan trucks. So either one I'd be happy with. One's a 2012 with 66,000 miles, one's a 2017 with like 90,000 miles. So hopefully one of the two we'll get. If not, there'll be something else here that maybe we can get. Anyway, once again, we're sitting here and it's a waiting game. Oh man, what a day. I'll get back with you. All right, so we're at a place, it's basically the Toyota dealer, the new car Toyota dealers over there. We're over here, and they had a bunch of trucks. And as I said, I brought my car in. I told them not to open the sunroof because we had an issue with it. Ford said they fixed it. Ford wouldn't open it, so I don't know how well they fixed it. But they took this for a test drive, and they didn't tell the guy took it for a test drive, so he opened up the sunroof. And the sunroof's like the whole top, and now the sunroof is stuck open, and they can't get it closed. So I guess now we're working on a car. So when we were out here earlier, let's see, there's a couple Nissans here. There's a 2012, I think that's this one. Oh yeah, so this is the one we're looking at, 2012 Nissan Frontier. I think this has 66,000 miles on it. And let's see, this has a manual transmission, so it's a stick shift, rear wheel drive, so it's two-wheel drive with a stick, which I'm fine with. I think that's the one we're looking at, and I'm fine by having a stick shift. I've had a ton of them. It's got the V6. Let's see. So it's got everything that I kind of need on it. How many miles? This has 66,000. I don't know if that's the one, because I said work the deal on that one, or I think the other one is this one, which is the 2017, which was 21,000. And this has 99,000 miles on it. This is an automatic, and this is four-wheel drive. So I'm not sure which one they're doing the deal on. Honestly, one's silver, one's red. So yeah, I forget. So the silver one is the 2012, which is still newer than mine. And what has this got on it? This has got, it's got tow bars on it. That's probably why it only has 66,000, because it was a tow vehicle, which is like somebody towed it behind their RV. Anyway, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to end up getting, but those are the ones that we're looking at. So they both are fine for me. So they're both four-door pickup trucks with tow packages, so that works for me for either way. Just hope we get this done. I was hoping to be home by now in either my car or truck. I probably should not have stopped here, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. So we'll figure it out. I guess I'll go in and figure out which one is which. Oh, this sucks. Hey guys, remember when I said how you basically have to put a whole day away to do this? Well, it's now 4:30 Saturday. We started this at 9 o'clock. We've been to 2 dealers. Looks like we're getting this one done. But, you know, it's tiring to be in car dealership, waiting rooms and everything for, what, how many hours? 8 hours so far? So it'll be nice when we get it, but hopefully soon. Anyway, drinking a lot of coffee and haven't eaten lunch. So I'll be happy when this is done. Alright guys, so it's now, let's see what time it is now. It is 4:34, so it took Geico almost an hour to get back to me, but they did. It only increased my cover, or my monthly bill, by $7, so that's good. Anyway, so we're still waiting to go into finance. Anyway, so we'll talk to you in a little bit. Actually, we now got our registration. And it is for a red 4-door Nissan. So now the registration's done. We're just waiting for the other stuff to be completed, and then we sign a bunch of papers, and then we write a big check, I guess. So anyway, it's getting there. I haven't owned a red vehicle since my Corvette in 1988. So back to red. All right guys, so it is, what time is it here? Let's check our time. It's 5:01. So 5 o'clock we left the house at 9 o'clock this morning, and the goal was to come home with a pickup truck. And AutoNation came through, just talked with Bill. Bill just got all the paperwork is done. All we have left is to pull up the vehicles, change the license plates. So yeah, all we're doing now is pulling up the vehicles, changing the license plates, and yeah, and then we'll take the truck home. So I am sick to my stomach. Every time I buy a vehicle, my gut just hurts. I don't know why. It's been that way since I've been a kid. So it's not nervousness or anything else. It's just that's just what happens. So anyway, guys, we're waiting on the trucks to pull up. It was out getting detailed, and then as soon as it comes, we'll change my license plate, put my Florida State plate on it, and then we will take off. So you know, I just wanted to kind of go through the whole thing. If you're buying a car and you've never bought one from a dealership, and there may be a lot of you who have bought thousands, there might be a lot of you who never bought, this is how you go through it. It's just a long process, and it's just long because there's a lot of hands that have to touch papers. So that's you know, if you want it done right, you can't do this in an hour. Even if you came in with cash, you would not be able to do this with an hour, because it has to go through a process. They have to go through doing everything at the DMV. They have to do everything at your insurance and everything else. So if you're going out and you're buying a car, then what you want to do is do what I did today. It's Saturday. Talk to a couple places beforehand, had everything ready to go, although it turned out not to be the case. But do all your preliminary, bring everything you need. As you could see, I brought everything I needed, and then you know, just have a plan. I came, football playoffs are on, so I can watch NFL playoffs, you know, and just sit back, relax, and don't get upset about the time. It just takes what it takes. All right, so anyway, all right, guys, you're not on camera, I'm on camera. So all right, guys, so here's the deal. We went to Ford. You saw that earlier today. We've been going there, and that's where I got my stuff, but we couldn't find a truck. So on the way home, I stopped here at a place. What is this? It's just Toyota used cars, I guess. I don't even, huh?
AutoNation Toyota.
Oh, okay, AutoNation of Fort Myers, and spoke with Eddie, who doesn't want to be on camera, so. Oh, you want to be on camera? So that's Eddie. Say hi.
How you guys doing?
So Eddie, who actually, what's your YouTube channel?
It's Eddie POV.
POV?
Yeah.
POV or BOV?
P.
P as in like Paul? All right, so Eddie POV, he's starting a YouTube channel as well. He doesn't have a whole lot of videos up, but we'll go ahead and subscribe to his channel. If you guys want to give it a shot, just subscribe, help him out, he's new. But as I showed you before,
Want to go back inside? Let's go.
oh, all of us? Oh, okay.
Yeah, what are you recording?
My YouTube channel, because I just buying a car from him today.
Oh, okay, YouTube.
He's my sales.
He's getting paid inside.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's okay. Yeah, no, go jump, because I told him already. You know, he got me. I'm done.
Gotcha.
So, anyway, this is goodbye to the car that you guys have seen in all the other videos, in 295 videos. So we're saying goodbye to the Ford, and then we are getting this Nissan four-wheel drive, because it's got a tow package on it, and that's what we're doing. So we're getting a tow package with it. It's four-wheel drive. It's a pickup truck. It's got a back door so we can put Braden in there, and it's a 2017. So anyway, it's something that at the end of the day, AutoNation, Toyota, Fort Myers, they came out, we talked about it, they pretty much treated me right. They did everything I really asked to do. And so if you guys are in Fort Myers, I've never been in here, never really talked to them, and listen, there is nothing negative at all about the Ford dealer. Sam Galloway Ford is a great dealership. It's just literally right now there is such a market, a short market, a tight market, whatever you want to call, for trucks, and I really wanted to get another truck. That they just didn't have anything. We tried everything they had to get one, and we just couldn't. So yeah, so a Nissan pre-owned vehicle, 2017. It'll be good for the next 5-10 years probably. Does everything we need it to do. And so at the end of the day, even though I always feel sick to my stomach when I buy another car, after 35 cars you would think I wouldn't, but this is the new ride. You'll see it in all the videos, and so there you go. Oh, also, by the way, I don't want to say sponsor, but we got a new company that is working with us, and so they do heavy duty truck parts and everything else. They do trailer parts, and so yeah, if you want, check them out. They are, the name and link is in the description, and check those guys out, because if you need it, I think it's Find Its Parts and finditparts.com. We put a link in here. If you need truck parts, if you need trailer parts, Find It Parts would be .com is who you got to go check and go find. All right, so we got to go in and finish up some paperwork, but this has been our day today. So we started at 9:30. I don't even know what time it is right now, but we'll figure it out, and hopefully we'll be done this today. So, and there's the that was from Carlisle, so last time you'll see that. Anyway, let's go inside. Everything I have on there is my frame and tag. All right, guys, so here is the truck right here. So what do you think? So, and it's got a bed liner. It's 4-wheel drive. Inside is really nice now. They got the seats in the back is up and down, so it's just a nice overall truck. Looks good. So there you go. So it's the very end. They shined up the lights, the front end, all that kind of stuff. So here we go. This is the end of our day. Got a little couple chips in there, but I don't really worry about paint chips like that. It is done. It is done. All right, so I am in the truck that I bought now, and it is the Nissan. So let's take a quick look at it. It's a 2017, which is perfect. So it's got a couple, it's got not high mileage, it's got medium miles with it. It is 4-wheel drive, so here's the 4-wheel drive sensor here. It's got this off stuff I haven't even looked at. It's an automatic. I like automatics. It's got airbags and everything else, good air. It's got the AM, FM, XM stereo in here. It does not have it doesn't have navigation like my other vehicle had, but I'm cool with that. I have a cell phone. So let's see what else it's got. It's got all the plug-ins and stuff that I need. It actually has a key, which I haven't had for a while, because most of the vehicles we've had recently, even though my Ford was the Edge was a 2012, it had a push button start, while this has a key, and this is a 5-year newer vehicle. So it's got really, I actually like cloth seats. If you live in Florida, leather seats kind of sometimes suck because they get so hot. And then if I'm up north, I didn't like leather seats because they would get really cold in the winter. So I actually like cloth seats. Some people don't. I do. So this has nice cloth. It's like a camel interior. It's got the fold-up rear seats. It's got the window that opens there. Obviously, it's 4 doors. It's just a very nice looking vehicle. It's got cruise control and everything on it. It's got the telephone thing. I can do the telephone thing through the radio, which I don't do. I've never done it. You guys might like it for some reason. I just don't like my car and my telephone, cell phone being connected. All right, let's get out. As we get out, as you can see, and I've showed you before, it's nice red. It's like a dark maroon color. Has a Nissan bed liner in it. I'm pretty sure they must come with them. It's the SV 4x4 Frontier package. It does have the tow package on it. It's got the rear lights on it, everything else. So it's just a very nice vehicle. So you know, it's a 4x4 if I ever need that. I've had a 4x4 in the past, and in Florida we don't really use them. I think on my Blazer that I had, I bought a new Blazer in 2004, had it until 2011, and at that point I had used the four-wheel drive twice. Once when I bought it, and once a couple years later on the beach here just to see if it worked. But anyway, I'm very happy with the vehicle, and so you'll see this truck in probably 100 more videos at some point. So this is a truck that is going to travel and take me around. If I need to, I can hook up a little pull car with it, put parts in the back. And speaking of parts, Find It Parts was the company that we talked about earlier. And so if you need any parts for your heavy duty truck or trailer, please just go to check it out, finditparts.com. I went there earlier today. I showed you a little bit about the website. So they're very helpful to me, and if you need any parts for lights or any of that kind of stuff for your heavy duty truck or for your trailers, go check them out. They carry everything. And all right guys, well thanks, and I will see you later. All right guys, if you like this kind of thing, remember, hit subscribe, hit the bell. You'll like a really couple cool videos we put up recently. Check out the Mopar junkyard that we found. Check out the Tallahassee Auto Museum. We put that one up yesterday, and I appreciate every one of you guys. We have some new sponsors, so in the coming videos you're going to see some new sponsors, and those sponsors help us go and make these videos. So, and I'm thinking of, I keep saying this, I've been saying it for a year, that I'm thinking of maybe doing something where we have like $1 a month memberships or something. Maybe I can do some behind the scenes or something just to help pay for the travel and everything. But I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. And I would have to think of something that was really even, you know, $1 is a lot of money. I mean, but I have to think of something that would be good, that would be worth $1 every month, or $1.99 a month. So still thinking on that. Anyway, like I said, AutoNation did me exactly perfect. It worked out, and so there's a lot of people, I know they don't want to be on camera because you know, it's a corporation, that happens. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.